Sup. Hey, it's gonna be Yugi514 here. And before we get started with this video, I want to wish the Yugi Council a happy 1 year anniversary. For a nice long haul of the council, and it's up to, I think, right, probably now a little over 1,700 subs, which is pretty amazing that it went from 0 to basically 1,700 in a 1 year span. And definitely congratulations go out to that and everybody who is doing on the who uploads on the Yugi Council. And basically just want to say thank you all, every one of you who subbed to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we are going to make 2014 another strong year for this channel. So, for my video, for the anniversary, we're going to try to keep it as short as we actually can because of the fact that there's be a lot of videos being uploaded today. So, we're going to do an X Saber deck profile, which is one of my very personal favorite decks because of the fact that it can stun your opponent as well as just outright spam, synchro spammy happy fun time. Yes, I did say that. All over your opponent, and it's really, really fun. And I might have a couple of replays after this. I will have to look at the video when deck profile once it's done. So, let's get started with the deck profile. So first off, we have the double Fultrol, triple Dark Soul, double Image Blade, 3 Bogar Knights, 2 Fulham Knights, 1 Airbound, triple Pashul, 1 Redox, 1 Rakigura, and 1 Bear. Now, Fultrol you can run 2 to 3 of. I only run 2 because of the luck factor that I have 10 with Fultrols. I can have bad luck with Fultrol and drawing him, so I'd rather have the 2 to prevent as many dead draws as I possibly can, but you can run 3 Fultrols if you still wish to. Double X Saber Dark Soul. It's Dark Soul. He's your main searcher. When he's sent from your field to the graveyard, you can add 1 X Saber monster from your deck to the hand. Very self-explanatory there with the Dark Soul. Only 2 Image Blade because of the fact that there's a lot of destruction effects going around with Bear, Raikou, and Lanturns, and his Raikou's a good tech and a lot of things. Dark Hole is still a factor. Scraps are definitely running amok now because they're having fun with their new field spell, and Scrap Dragon sucks, and you don't want Image Blade just being popped with an effect. So only running 2 is really all you really need in the deck. Any more, if you run 3, you can risk it being kind of dead. Bogar Knight's really self-explanatory. You just normally summon a special summon low for a lower X Saber monster from your hand, but he cannot be used for the single summon of any monster except for X Saber monsters. So basically, he's limited to what he can do, but it balances him out at the same time. Now I'm only running the ratio of 2 Fulham Knights and 1 Airbound, just because I like the effect of Airbound, which allows me to make my opponent go minus by sending a card from their hand to the graveyard. Nobody's outside. That's just a little pause there. But if you're going to use Airbound, make sure you know what your opponent is playing first before you use the effect, because of the fact that you might end up hitting a card that your opponent may want engraved. You don't really care. Well, you don't have to play Airbound. You can play 3 Fulham Knights if you so wish to, but I would recommend playing at least 3 X Saber tuners, because of the fact that they work very well with things like Bogar Knight, as well as Dark Soul and Image Blade. Now, triple Pashul, I think that's self-explanatory because it's just your defense. That's all he's there for. Now, X Saber Rakigura is a card I really love dearly in this deck. When it's normal or special summoned, I can add 1 X Saber monster from my graveyard to the hand. This allows me to recycle my Fultrolls, my Bogar Knights, my Pashuls, my Fulham Knights. This is a really good way just to recycle cards. Especially since things like Fultroll cannot be special summoned from the graveyard, I can just reuse them by using Rakigura. And the cool thing about Rakigura and Fultroll is the fact that this does open up my hand loop with their awesome Synchro Bottoms. I might touch into that, I don't know, it's not really an easy... It's a very gimmicky hand loop. It's not like the wind up hand loop or the Gishki hand loop, which you can get that like a couple of turns. This one takes a lot of setup to do, but it's really easy to understand how to pull it off though. Now I'm playing the 1 Redox because it is Earth, it's a Monster Reborn, Walking Monster Reborn, and the fact that it opens up rank 7 place in the deck. Only reason Redox is in here. And I'm also playing the Brotherhood of the Farfetch'd Bear is because, well, you see I am playing triple Tinky, so it makes Tinky more alive and gives me more searches with Tinky because sometimes I may search Bogar Knight with Dark Soul. Now for the spells we have double Duality, triple Tinky, Dark Hole, double Misty, and then 1 Storm. Now, duality is here just for consistency. It does allow me to just get set up a little more easily because the deck starts off slow. It takes a little setup to get things going, so duality is going to be alive most of the time. Tinky adds more consistency by allowing me to add Boker Knight and Bear to hand. Dark Hole, Embassy are pretty much self-explanatory, and I'm playing Storm. Now, the reason I'm playing Storm is because there are a lot of cards in here you don't really care about if they leave the field. One such card is Tinky. Tinky's there for the initial search for the Boker Knight or for the Bear. But at the end of it, Boker Knight's going to leave the field quite fast because you're going to Synchro Summon or Exceed Summon or whatever you feel like doing with Boker Knight, and you're just going to, leave Storm there. You're going to leave Tinky there for just sitting, looking pretty. So Storm is there to take advantage of those Tinkies or anything else that's just sitting there doing nothing, and get rid of them and get rid of your opponent's back row. So that way you're not really losing anything too important for you. For the traps, you have Solemn Warning, 2 Goblin Call, 1 Bottomless, Double Mirror Force, Torrential, Compulse, 2 Phoenix Chains, and then 2 Call the Haunted. Now I prefer 2 Goblin Calls over 3 because I'm running Call the Haunted. Call the Haunted is a very good card in this deck because of the fact that you have people blind MSTing, you have some back right going around. This allows me to use combinations with Rakigura and Dark Soul. MST might Call the Haunted, chain, special from Dark Soul, get searched, special from Rakigura, add from graveyard to hand. There's a lot of things you can do with the X Sabers, Dark Soul, and Rakigura with Call the Haunted. And plus, if Call the Haunted is dead, Storm target, get rid of Call the Haunted, get rid of your opponent's back row, and go off. A lot of things you can do with Storm. And Storm is not as good as it in this deck as it is in things like Noble Knights or Blue Eyes, but it still works pretty well in the deck. Now for the extra, we do have 1 X Saber Golems, we have 1 Souza. I've been thinking of bumping this up to 2, but I don't know what to take out. We have 2 Hyunleis. Hyunlei, it's another walking heavy Storm in a sense. She allows me to get rid of my opponent's back row and bait out things like Warning and Phoenix Chains. It's what you really want to do. I'd rather they hit my Hyunlei with a Phoenix Chain than my Fultra or anything else. We have a Naturian Barkion, Naturian Beast, Stardust Dragon, which you can easily replace with Stardust Spark if you so wish to. I just prefer the mass protection over the spot protection. This is kind of what the deck does need. We have a Scrap Dragon, Catastor, Armadeus, a Vulcan the Divine, always a good card to have. Then for the Exceeds, we have 1 Bouncer, 1 M7, because we have plenty of level 6 monsters. We have Fultron, we have Hyunlei. It's a good way to leave my opponent with dead Phoenix Chains. We also have a Dragon Stack and a Big Eye for the Redox plus Souza plays. Very easy to get out, not hard at all. Especially for things like Golem's Econ, it allows me to reuse my Souza, and I can just banish 2 for Redox and go for the other rank 7 if I already have one on the field or used one up as is. Now for the hand loop, I want to make a quick note of that real quick, kind of tell you how to do this really fast. The hand loop is really easy to understand, but it takes a lot of steps to pull off. Basically what you need is 2 Fultrons, 1 Rakigura, and a Golems. And you need to have a Fultron that uses the effect already, and a Fultron that has not used the effect. So basically what you do is use Golem's effect to tribute off the Rakigura and the Fultron that has already used its effect. Then you use the other Fultron to special summon Rakigura from the graveyard. Raki's effect activates adding the Fultron that was tributed to the hand, special summoning Fultron, and you keep looping to take cards out of your opponent's hand. So pretty much you get to take 2 cards out of your opponent's hand every single time. Again, this is not as efficient as, say, the wind-up hand loop or the Gishki hand loop, but it is a hand loop as it is. I would not recommend trying to build a X Saber deck based around this method, but, why not? It's fun as hell when you pull it off, and it can definitely throw people for a loop because people tend to forget that Sabers do have their own little hand loop. But anyway, this is my X Saber deck. So there might be some replays after this, I don't really know. But if there isn't, hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. And again, happy anniversary to the TheYugiohCouncil, and this is gonna be another good year for the council. I can definitely feel it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this, and see you guys whenever I upload again, and hopefully you guys enjoy the other videos that are coming out.